In the name of Almighty Allah, the creator of all disease and the healer. In the name of Almighty God, the creator of coronavirus and the healer of all diseases. I greet you wherever you are watching this exclusive program. Welcome to my program, The Light of the Truth. Today we discuss about the coronavirus, how it all started, where it started, the impact on global economy, the impact on the family. Many people have lost their lives. I will give you the current information, the global reports, the accurate figure as at today. I will give you the accurate global official figures of those people who have lost their lives. And also, this coronavirus have killed many people in different countries across the globe. It has affected social life, and also it has affected some of the religious activities globally. Before I proceed, I will brief you what I have for you tonight. What is coronavirus and how did it start? How did it start? How many people this coronavirus has killed? How is coronavirus transmitted? Religious view on this coronavirus, what the religious leaders said, some of the critics and scientists and the researchers, what they have said. We shall discuss about it tonight. As I speak today, the total figure of people who have lost their life is more than 300,000. So people that have died to this coronavirus. I will give you details, the accurate figure of each country, but don't rely on any figure I'm giving to you because it changes every day. How to avoid catching the coronavirus? So we shall discuss about it. The good news about the coronavirus, because the Cuba government, they have discovered a medicine which we hope will cure this pandemic disease. Then we shall discuss about the different questions and answer regarding to this coronavirus. Then we move to conclusion and also the supplication prayer which I compose against this coronavirus. We all understand that coronavirus matter are a growing concern for everyone. For the first time in history, of human history, the entire world is focused on only one problem, so which is coronavirus, and researching for its treatment. I understand that different countries and communities across the globe are in different situations with the different level of transmission of this coronavirus. The world leaders, ministers of health across the globe, doctors, nurses, hospital managers, clinics, health workers, industry workers, scientists, World Health Organization, UNICEF, NGOs, they need to work hard more. So to help together, that is, they need to work hard more. So together to help their people in this critical situation anywhere across the globe. World leaders, they have instructed their citizens to help the situation by stop gathering at large. So that is, they should reduce the level of gathering either in the church or in the mosque or public centers. Then shopping center, they should reduce the event. This is only way that can reduce the rapid transmission of the coronavirus, which has killed more than 14,000 people. So across the globe, people who, according to WHO, World Health Organization has recommended that isolating, testing, and treatment of every suspected case are the priorities. So in this critical situation, WHO has said that the only way to prevent widespread of this coronavirus is to reduce face-to-face interaction, and there are some other views which I will give details before I end today's program. This virus we are talking about, it has affected more than 180 countries across the globe. According to the latest news, it has spread to 188 countries. It has affected 188 countries across the globe. The World Health Organization, WHO, they have reported the comprehensive approach, so to prevent this virus, to save lives and allow more time for the development of vaccines and the treatment of the coronavirus. The world faces a huge challenge to find an exit strategy to end the lockdown and return to normal life, the death toll from the coronavirus has surpassed 5,000 in Europe, with Italy, Spain and Germany reporting a, uh, a step how to reduce this virus. Worldwide death has already increased, as I said. It has passed more than 12,000. On Saturday, 21 March 2020, the figure reported officially is 12,000, but today it has reached 15,000 people who have lost their life. So, according to the data collected by the John, Mr. John is one of the people who are working on this coronavirus in the United States. They said that this virus has affected a lot of people. They have to work hard to look for urgent solution to this virus. Italy announced 793, but it has risen again in Italy. But on Saturday, 21, 2020, they announced the figure of 793. The total number of deaths in Italy has now reached more than 4,000. In Spain as well, it has been increased. It has been increased in Spain to more than 1,300. While in Iran as well, the number of deaths hit another milestone of about 1,500 as the country marks the beginning of the partial new year. WHO has established a solidarity respond fund to help the world to reduce this coronavirus. WHO, they have confirmed that some countries have donated massive money for this project. Many have joined the solidarity trial to help the world. Among the countries and individuals, including Argentina, Bahrain, Canada, France, Iran, Norway, South Africa, Switzerland, and Bahrain. They have contributed up to 43 million US dollar to WHO to help them reduce this coronavirus. According to WHO, they said that the money has been raised from more than 173,000 individuals and different organizations across the globe. UK government, they pay 80% of wages to employees not working due to the coronavirus for the first time in history. This is just the introduction of the topic that we are discussing tonight. My name remains Dr. Dauda Awwal. We shall discuss this coronavirus in details. Let us start this way. What is coronavirus? What is coronavirus and how did it start? According to my research and the information available to us, and the documents, official government, official document, and some other relevant information to this topic. So corona is a Latin word that means crown. So corona is a word. Then virus is a word. So they joined the two words together, becomes coronavirus. So corona is a Latin word which means crown. So virus is a small infectious agent that replicates only inside the living cells, which can infect a few species. And the virus is a macroorganism which is very smaller than a bacterium that cannot grow or reproduce apart from living cells. So a virus is a biological agent that reproduces inside the cells of living hosts. When infected by a virus, a host cell is forced to produce thousands of identical copies of the original virus, unlike most living things. So viruses contain genes which give them the ability to mutate and evolve. The virus spread in different way. It can cause pandemic, as was the case of some other virus influences which spread to many countries in 2009. So that is virus. In addition to that, viral infections can cause disease in animals, in plants, and humans. Antibiotics do not affect viruses. Human diseases can caused by viruses, including the common flu, dry cough, cold, Ebola, and AIDS. HIV/AIDS are also caused by viruses. People infected with a virus are called carriers. That is, whoever carried disease or viruses, so are known as carriers. So that is the terminology they use for them. If there is high proportion of carriers of a certain disease, it is called endemic. But WHO regarded the coronavirus as pandemic. So Mr. Martinus Bijanik, 1898, states that it is about 5,000 virus species described in the details, the millions of types of viruses in the environment. Viruses are found almost every ecosystem on Earth. The study of viruses is called virology. Virology, a subspecialty of microbiology. That is the microbiology is a part of virology. Mr. Frederick Watts discovered a group of viruses that infect bacteria. The first image of viruses obtained in about 1931 by Roscoe Ernst and Max Knorr. There are many types of virus, such as like giant virus, DNA virus, RNA virus, quantification, and another virus found in the computer. You've been hearing about computer virus. So, and when when your computer or laptop is affected by virus, you know what happened so to the system. So coronavirus was first identified in 1960, but scientists had no idea where it come from. They get their name corona due to their crown like structure of the virus. If you look how it looks like a crown. That is why they name the virus as corona. As I said, corona and virus joined together and becomes corona virus. By late January, there were more than 800 confirmed cases in China, and death count continues to rise till today. So coronavirus is a new illness that can affect your lung. It can affect your airways. Coronavirus is coded as COVID-19 because the virus was discovered 2019. That is why they coded it as COVID-19. It is an infectious disease caused by a newly coronavirus. People infected with it will experience respiratory illness and recover without requiring special treatment at this moment, because the scientists are still looking for special treatment to the disease. Many clinical trials are evaluating potential treatment for this dangerous disease. But when you have the symptoms, so because it has symptoms, and the symptoms, it spread primarily through droplets of saliva or discharge from the nose, or an infected person coughs or sneezes, high temperature, sore throat, difficulty breathing, runny nose, severe cough, fever. If the attack is not severe, it can go away within 3 to 5 days, according to the doctors and scientists. If the infection spreads to your windpipe and both of your lungs, where it can lead to pneumonia, this is more common to older people with heart issues, or people with a weak immune system. The virus can spread to the kidney. It may lead to kidney failure if not diagnosed and not managed properly. It can also spread by touching infected somebody, and also if you touch infected doorknobs which have been touched by the infected people, so you can carry this coronavirus. The media reported that the technically a new force of coronavirus 2019, sometimes referred to as the virus as the Wuhan coronavirus or China virus, because it all began in China, in Wuhan market. According to the Center for Disease Control, human coronaviruses are common throughout the world, and scientists have identified 7 different coronaviruses that can infect people and make them sick. There are 4 common coronaviruses: 229E, HKU1, OC43, and NU63, and also these 3 additional coronaviruses have also been identified since 2002. But MER-CoV, that is coronavirus, the coronavirus that causes Middle East respiratory syndrome, SARS-CoV, that is coronavirus. These are some of the viruses which are not widely reported on the media, but when this coronavirus started in China, so the media is reporting details about the coronavirus. This coronavirus can lead to an upper respiratory infection. WHO recognized this coronavirus as a pandemic on 11 March 2020. That is when the WHO reported on the media that they tag this disease as a pandemic. So this is a summary about the disease. But coronavirus is a severe disease, and 2019, as I said, many information in the China, according to many websites, reported that this virus will kill so many people across the globe. According to the media, the outbreak started in China December 31, 2019. China alerts WHO about severe pneumonia. January 1st, 2020, Wuhan's seafood wholesaler market shut down. January 7, 2020, new identified name as 2019-NCOV. January 23, 2020, Wuhan market placed under effective quarantine. All airlines and railway stations suspended in China. January 29, death toll raised from 1 to 132, with 6,000 cases of coronavirus in China. At least more than 19,000 globally have died from this coronavirus. As I said in the beginning, 257,000 infections have been confirmed in 188 countries across the globe, but the figure has been changed, as I told you. Even after this program, the figure any figure I'm giving to you today may change tomorrow, because it changes every day. Where did the coronavirus come from? Coronavirus are common in many different species of animals. So they have many different kind of disease, including bats and camel. On rare occasion, these coronaviruses can evolve and also infect humans and then spread between humans and animals. There are many coronaviruses such as SARS-CoV and MERS-CoV and COVID-19. The coronavirus spread from wildlife animal to people at a Wuhan wet market. That is where the coronavirus started, at Wuhan market. Wuhan wet market, that is how they call the market. The large outdoor market where vendors sell different meats and live and dead animals such as dog, fish, snake, birds, bats, chicken, pigs, and some other animals. The market poses a high risk of viruses jumping from animals to humans because hygiene standards are difficult for them to maintain, because live animals are being kept and butchered in the market. Some of the marketers denied that bats are not sold at the Wuhan's market. That is, when people ask questions about where this coronavirus started. In the beginning, according to the media, if you have been watching and monitoring the news, they denied that bats are not sold at the Wuhan market in China. Some of the scientists, they have done their research, and some of them said that this coronavirus discovered from bats, that's BAT. Some said no, it is not from bats. They are still working on it. So some people speculate that coronavirus may have been infected live chickens as well, or other animals sold in the Wuhan market. Some people speculate that coronavirus spread from bat soup, because some of them, they eat bat soup. Some, they eat uncooked animal. We have seen many on the social media as well, uncooked animal. Because many of the Chinese eat bats and other animals without being cooked properly. According to CNN International, they report that bats are a possible of the coronavirus as reported by some of the scientists on the CNN, and some of the zoologists and disease experts. They said bats are not to blame for coronavirus, but humans are to be blamed. Many of the world scientists are currently investigating the factual origin of the coronavirus. Researchers say coronavirus driving the current pandemic can live on stainless steel. That is, they say that coronavirus driving the current pandemic can live on stainless steel surface for up to 3 days. MERS-CoV, that is another coronavirus, was first reported in Saudi Arabia, while SARS is another coronavirus, was first found in China, and 2019 COVID-19 reported in Wuhan, Hubei province in China. The analysis that coronavirus of 2019 emerged from a virus related to SARS virus, SARS virus. How is the coronavirus transmitted? The outbreak started in China, as I said, and grew bigger and affected many countries across the globe. Coronavirus are mainly spread by respiratory droplets. When an infected person sneezes or coughs, similar to how influenza, because it is a new illness. We do not know exactly how it spread from person to person, but it is similar to other viruses, the way they spread in cough droplets. COVID-19, like other human coronaviruses, is like to be most commonly spread from an infected person to others through the air by coughing and also through close personal contact, such as touching or shaking hands, or by touching an object or surface with the virus which have a virus on it. So by touching an object that has been infected by infected person, so you can carry coronavirus through that. Then by touching your mouth as well, or nose or eyes before washing your hands. That is why if you go out, when you return back to your house, you have to wash your hands properly with soap at least 2 seconds before you start touching anything. What is the prevention and treatment of this coronavirus? Currently, as I said, there is no vaccine for COVID-19, but today's news, according to Cuba government, they said that they have discovered the medicine, new medicine for the coronavirus. I will give details before I end the program. The best prevention is to avoid exposure to someone who has been infected. Treatments are being tested. The earliest vaccine is likely to be available in 2021. According to WHO, they said it may take up to a year before the scientists get the final medicine for this coronavirus. Many governments have announced that it will deny a visa to travelers from high-risk coronaviruses such as China, Italy, Spain, France, UK, United States of America, particularly in California and Washington, South Korea, France, Brazil, India, Germany, and there is no specific antiviral treatment recommended for coronavirus infection, as I said, but many people infected receive supportive care to help relieve symptoms. Many governments have helped many severe cases, treated many of the infected people, working hard to reduce the virus anywhere across the globe. Coronavirus is a serious public health threat to the general public across the globe. It has affected the economy, it has affected society, it has affected religion, it has affected politics, it has affected businesses across the globe. Scientists are unsure where the virus originated, but US President Donald Trump has announced to the world that it is a China virus, according to him on the CNN channel. Religious view about the coronavirus. Why should Christians be concerned about the coronavirus and the Muslim? I will give details about this before I end my program. There are several reasons why Muslim or Christian should be concerned about this corona virus. Because for those who are suffering from this disease, we have to see that disease as a trial. According to some religious leaders, I said it is a trial from Almighty God, and then we have to sympathize and and see it as a disease, and also we should believe in God who creates every disease, and also we should believe in God that God can heal this problem. We watched many Nigerian program and on TV where we watched so many Muslims attended Juma service on Friday 20 March 2020, disobeyed Nigerian governments after Nigerian government directive on such congregation over the coronavirus. And also we watch a program on Zimbabwe TV whereby a church member went to church to attend the church services, and Zimbabwe government has instructed the police to arrest them. Then we watched how the police beat them and forced them out of the church. Many Muslims also they vow that they will not close their mosque over the virus in Turkey, so which is very bad. A lot of people may lose their lives to the coronavirus if they continue to disobey their leaders and ignore government warning during this critical period. Saudi Arabia has closed all its mosques, even including the two holy mosques has been closed. Kaaba and the Prophet's mosque in Medina has been closed due to this coronavirus. So I don't know what's wrong with some of our people in Africa. More than 15,000 people as recorded today. So they have lost their life. Average Redeemed Church leaders, they have instructed their pastors as well to follow the rule of the average attendance of 50 members or less than that to hold their services without any change. The Redeemed Christian Church of God has asked its member as well, church member, immediately to comply with government. They have to comply with government directives on the mode of services in Ogun and Lagos State. According to a memo issued from the Office of the Assistant General Overseer, Admin, dated 18 March 2020, the AGO said in compliance with the directive from the Lagos and Ogun State government as part of precautionary measures towards managing the further spread of the coronavirus disease, the Mission Authority has instructed as follow. I don't have enough time to read the memo, but just to summarize what they are saying, that they are ready to comply with the government directive. That is what they said. And the memo stated that arrangements shall be in operation for the next few weeks based on the position of the government. Lagos State Governor as well, Sanwo-Olu, has suspended all the religious gathering. Governor Abdulrahman Abrazak in Kwara State also has closed all schools in Kwara State. Nigerian University Commissions, NUC, also has closed all the Nigerian universities over this coronavirus. While many states in Nigeria also, they have closed their schools in Nigeria. Ghana has also banned all religious gathering for the next 4 weeks. So that is what the media reported. Many world leaders injected massive budgets into their economy against coronavirus. Buhari, the president in Nigeria, so Muhammadu Buhari, also said that protecting Nigerians from coronavirus is his priority as of now. Buhari has also closed all international airports and suspended the visa policy for at least 4 weeks, subject to review, and placed travel restriction on entry into Nigeria from 13 countries with the high burden of coronavirus: US, China, UK, Italy, South Africa, Japan, Spain, Switzerland, Iran, Italy, France, Netherlands, and Norway. Central Bank of Nigeria has injected 1.1 trillion into Nigeria economy against the coronavirus. Dangote also has pledged 100 million to aid against the coronavirus. Buhari slashes the petrol price to 125 naira from 117 to 99 naira 44 kobo. US president has also injected 1.5 trillion US dollar into the economy against the virus and unusual disruption of the market. UK government also injected 330 billion pounds into the economy against the coronavirus and another 20 billion in tax cuts and grants for companies threatening with the collapse over the coronavirus. UK government closed all schools, pubs, restaurants, gyms, except key workers over the coronavirus. The government vowed to a free wage of 80% salary of the employees lockdown. This lockdown period in the UK, and so just to help their citizens. So there are some other world leaders as well who have injected massive money into their economy to help their citizens against this corona virus. In the UK, exam and all eviction cases for 3 months and helping renters. The eviction cases has been suspended for 3 months, and the government is ready to help all the renters who have arrears. The government also announced an emergency new law to protect renters, and UK government also holds a daily press conference on the coronavirus. Education Secretary Gavin Williams told MPs assessment or exam will not go ahead this year and the performance table will not be published. Also, Bill Gates in US, he has pledged to spend $100 million US dollar to fight against the coronavirus in Africa. He said coronavirus will affect Africa worse than China. So why? I will tell you the reason. So Bill Gates is ready to spend $100 million to fight against the coronavirus in Africa. He said coronavirus could affect Africa worse than China. Why? Because he said this statement in a presentation at the American Association for the Advancement of Science in situ in US. He said coronavirus could overwhelm health system on the African continent. Many observers state that direct airline flights between Africa and China jumped over 60%. And by 2017, more than 200,000 Chinese laborers were working in construction in Africa. And they have other projects as well on the African continent. So the top 5 Africans with Chinese workers were Nigeria, Algeria, Ethiopia, Angola, and Zambia. So this is a problem. That is, African leaders, you should get ready for worse of this coronavirus, because Bill Gates said this and he knows what he's talking about. So African leaders, don't sleep. Don't ignore this warning from Bill Gates, particularly these 5 countries in Africa: Nigeria, Algeria, Ethiopia, Angola, and Zambia. Before I move further, right now I'm ready to give you the global reports. So the global reports in each country as at today. So coronavirus death toll rises over 350,000. So that is a confirmed cases. And today's news, the figure the media reported said that total confirmed of the death toll rises to 15,000, and the confirmed cases 350,000, and 9,064 are in critical condition. So according to the media, and this figure may change, as I said, because it changes every day. And also it has affected 188 countries across the globe. WHO reported that coronavirus is a pandemic, and also 91,533 have recovered as I speak. So according to the media, Australia and Canada say they will not send teams to the 2020 Olympic game. Let me start from Afghanistan. In Afghanistan, so they have about 34 cases. Only 1 person have died. In Albania, they have about 6 cases, 2 dead. Algeria, 139 cases, 15 dead. In Andorra, 75 cases. They have 88 people who have lost their life. In Angola, only 2 cases. In Argentina, 158 cases and 4 deaths. In Antigua and Barbuda, only 1 case. In Armenia, 136 cases, 190 people, they have lost their life. Australia today, the new figure we have is 1,071 cases they have, and 7 people have lost their life. In Austria, 3,021 cases of coronavirus, and 8 people have lost their life. In Azerbaijan, 44 cases and 53 people have lost their life. In Bahrain, 310 cases they have, and 1 person lost his life. In Bangladesh, some people call it Bangladesh, they have 25 cases, so 8 people have lost their life. In Barbados, they have 14 cases. In Belgium, it was 2,257 cases, but now it has raised to 2,815. Then 67 people lost their life. In Benin, Republic of Benin, it's only 2 cases they have there. In Brunei, so 83 cases. In Bulgaria, 163 cases, 3 people, they lost their life. In Bosnia and Herzegovina, 93 cases. Burkina Faso, they have 64 cases, 3 people, they have lost their life. In Brazil, 977 cases, 7 people, they have lost their life over this coronavirus. In Brunei, 78 cases reported. Bulgaria, 127 cases, so 3 dead. In Burkina Faso, as I said, that is 64 cases, 3 dead. But the news also reported yesterday that 4 ministers in Burkina Faso tested positive to coronavirus, according to the news. Foreign Minister, Education Minister, and Minister of Territorial Administration, Mr. Simon. So they said they have been tested positive to coronavirus. In Cambodia, 51 cases reported, 53 people have lost their life. In Cameroon, 20 cases, 40 people have lost their life. In Canada, it was 1,085 cases reported from Canada, then 12 deaths. But today, before I started this program, so it has risen in Canada to 1,388 cases. So 19 people lost their life. In Cape Verde, 3 cases have been reported. Central African Republic, 3 cases reported. In Cayman Island, 3 cases have been reported. Only 1 person died over the coronavirus. Central African Republic, 3 cases have been reported. In Chad, only 1 case. In Chile, it was 434 cases yesterday, but today, before I started the program, 537 cases has been reported. Only 1 person died. So, in China, where this coronavirus started, as at yesterday, it was 81,008 cases, and 3,255 lost their life. But today today, before I started today's program, in China, the Chinese reported that 81,394 cases, and they have the figure of the people died in China rise to 3,265. That is the latest news of people who lost their lives in China. The region of Macau also has confirmed that 19 cases before they all recovered. Why Hong Kong reported 273 confirmed cases, including 4 deaths, according to China's National Health Commission. In Colombia, it was 128 yesterday, but today it has raised to 210 and 1 death. In Congo Republic, only 3 cases were reported. In Costa Rica, yesterday it was 113 cases, 2 deaths, but today it has raised to 117 cases, 2 deaths. In Croatia, 206 cases, 1 death. In Cuba, where they have found the new medicine for this coronavirus, they have only 21 cases, only 1 person died. Their scientists are working day and night, so looking for the solution to end this coronavirus. In Cyprus, 75 cases were reported yesterday, but today it has been raised to 84 cases, 1 death. In Czech Republic, it was 883 cases, but now it's 1,047 cases, 1 death. In Democratic Republic of Congo, 23 cases, 1 death. In Denmark, today, it is 1,420 cases. 13 people have lost their life. In Djibouti, only 1 case. In Dominican Republic, 112 cases. It was 72 yesterday. So today, 3 deaths. In Ecuador, 426 cases. Before, that was yesterday, but today 532 cases, 7 deaths. In Egypt, it was 285 cases, 8 deaths, but today it has raised to 294 cases, then 10 deaths. In Equatorial Guinea, only 6 cases were reported. In Eritrea, 1 case reported. Estonia, 306 cases reported. In Eswatini, only 1 case reported. In Ethiopia, only 9 cases reported. In Faroe Island, so it was 47, but today it is 92 cases reported. In Finland, it was 450 cases, but today it is 594 cases, only 1 death. In France, it was 14,459 cases yesterday, 562 deaths, but today it has been raised. It has been raised so to 16,018 cases, 562 deaths. The French territory of Matico, they recorded 37 cases and deaths from the coronavirus. Reunion has about 6 before, but today they have 45 confirmed cases. Then French Polynesia, they have 15 cases, and Saint Barthélemy, they have 3 cases. Mayotte, they registered 1 case, and the French part of the island of Saint Martin confirmed 4 cases, while the Guadeloupe has about 56 cases. New Caledonia, they reported only 4 cases. Mayotte, they recorded 11 cases. French Ghana, French Ghana, they recorded about 18 cases, 15 cases yesterday, but today it has risen to 18 cases. In Gabon, reported 5 cases, 1 death, and Gambia only 1 case. Georgia, 57 cases. In Germany, it was 16,000 yesterday, 16,662 cases, but today Germany reported that it has risen to 23,129 cases, 92 deaths. In Ghana, 21 cases reported, confirmed 1 death from Ghana. Ghana also, they have closed all its borders to human traffickers to prevent the widespread of coronavirus in Ghana. In Greece, 530 cases have been reported, 13 deaths. In Guatemala, so 17 cases reported, only 1 person died. In Guinea, 2 cases reported, and in Guyana, 7 cases reported, only 1 person died. In Honduras, 24 cases reported. Hungary, 85 cases reported, 4 deaths. That was yesterday, but today 131 cases reported, 4 persons died. In Iceland, it was 409 cases, but today is 473 cases reported, 1 person died. In India, today it is 332 cases reported, 5 persons lost their life to coronavirus. Indonesia, 514 cases reported, 48 deaths. In Iran, it was 20,000 yesterday in Iran, 20,610, but today it has risen to 21,638 cases. The people that they have lost their life is 1,685. So 1,685 lost their life to coronavirus. In Iraq, 214 cases reported, 17 lost their life. In Ireland, 785 cases reported, only 3 persons died. In Israel, 883 cases reported, only 1 person died. In Italy, it was 59,138 cases that was reported. and the figure of people that lost their life in Italy now is 5,476. They have lost their life in Italy. After Italy, it was China before, but now Italy figure has superseded China. Ivory Coast, the 9 cases reported. In Jamaica, 14 cases reported, but now it was 16 in Jamaica. Only 1 person died. In Ivory Coast, 14 cases reported, 9 from 9 to 14 in Ivory Coast. Due to the rapid figure in Italy, the Italy government, they have announced the policy, because policy announced as death toll rises to 5,476 on 23 March 2020. So Italy bans all internal travel to reduce the widespread of the coronavirus. Italy has recorded a death toll higher than China, where it all started. In Japan, it was 1,668 cases, and then 40 deaths, but there is a controversial report over the number of people who have died in Japan. We have a report says it's 40, others said it's 35. So between 35 and 40. So that is what we can say. And Japan Ministry of Health said on their website on the March 19, 2020 that they have 805 cases, but now it's 1,668. So Japan does not include the people on board as part of its national tally, following the WHO guideline, and the national tally is 787 as of March 13, including 14 evacuates from China and 22 dead. In Jordan, it was 85 cases, but now 112 cases. In Kazakhstan, it is 57 cases. In Kenya, only 7 cases reported. Kosovo, 31 cases reported, 1 person died over the coronavirus. In Kuwait, 176 reported from Kuwait. In Latvia, it was 120. It was 111, but now it has rise to 124. In Kyrgyzstan, 14 cases reported. In Lebanon, it was 177, but today the media reported 230 cases and 4 persons died over the coronavirus. In Liberia, it was 2 cases reported, but now it is 3 cases as latest news. In Liechtenstein, 37 cases reported. Lithuania, 105 cases reported, only 1 person lost his life. Luxembourg, 484 cases before, but today it was it was 484 yesterday, but today 670 cases reported. 8 persons lost their life. In Madagascar, 3 cases reported. In Malaysia, 1,306 cases reported, 10 deaths. In Maldives, 13 cases reported. In Malta, it was 64, but now it's 73. In Mauritania, only 2 cases reported. Some other report says it is 12. In Mauritius, it was 3 cases reported, but it has raised to 14. Only 1 person lost his life. In Mexico, it is 251 cases reported. In Moldova, 66 cases reported before, but now it is 80. Only 1 person died. In Monaco, 11 cases reported. In Mongolia, it was 6, but now today it is 10 that is reported. In Montenegro, 16 cases reported. In Morocco, it was 86 cases, but today it is 96 cases. 3 persons have lost their life over the coronavirus. In Namibia, only 3 cases reported. In Nepal, only 1 case reported. In Netherlands, it is 3,643 cases reported over the coronavirus, 179 deaths. In New Zealand, the cases is 66. In Niger, only 1 person reported have the coronavirus. They are still looking way out. In Nigeria, in the beginning, it was 12 cases that was reported from Nigeria, but yesterday it was 22. But today they said it is 30 that was reported in Nigeria. But we have another report from Nigeria says that all suspected cases in Nigeria tested negative. So according to the Nigeria Center for Disease, NCDC, they said Nigeria is free of coronavirus. According to Dr. John Oladejo, who is the Director of Emergency Preparedness and Response, they said that Nigeria is free of coronavirus. So we have controversial reports over the coronavirus in Nigeria. It was yesterday reported that Atiku Abubakar's son tested positive of coronavirus. So we have not confirmed yet. I called Atiku Abubakar, but he didn't pick his phone. Maybe he's busy. I want to confirm the fact about the news because the news said one of his son is tested of coronavirus. Then in North Macedonia, we have about 85 cases. Norway, 2,216 cases reported, 7 deaths. In Oman, 52 cases. Pakistan, it was 501 cases, but today it is 733 cases. 3 persons lost their life. In Palestine, 733 cases, 3 deaths. In Panama, 245 cases, 3 deaths. In Paraguay, before it was 18 cases, but the report today, the figure remains the same. Only 1 person died. In Peru, it was 263 cases, but today it has raised to 318. Only 5 persons died. In Philippines, it was 307 cases, 19 deaths, but today it is 380 cases, 25 people lost their life. In Poland, 536 cases, 12 lost their life over this coronavirus. Before I move to other country, coronavirus was first reported in Nigeria on the 27th February 2020, when an Italian businessman went on visit to Ewekoro, Abeokuta, Ogun State. And it was reported that this Italian man brought coronavirus to Nigeria, but to our surprise, it is on the news again that that man is tested negative. So why is tested negative? Somebody that the news said that the man brought the coronavirus to Nigeria tested positive before. So, and he brought the coronavirus to Nigeria on the 27th February, so 2020. But yesterday's news said that the man is tested negative. So, in Portugal, 1,280 cases reported. Only 12 persons died. In Qatar, 481 cases reported. In Romania, 367 cases reported. Only 1 person lost life over coronavirus. In Russia, 306 cases reported. Only 1 person died. Russia scientists also, they are working hard to find the solution on this coronavirus. In Rwanda, 17 cases reported. In St. Lucia, 2 cases reported. St. Vincent and the Grenadine, only 1 case reported. In San Marino, 160 cases reported. Only 12 persons lost their life over the coronavirus. In Saudi Arabia, it was 344 cases that was reported. But in Saudi Arabia as well, it has raised, it raised to 511 people who have this coronavirus. That is why Saudi Arabia President King Salman instructed the police to shut down all the mosques in Saudi Arabia, including the holy mosque in Mecca, that is Kaaba, and also the other holy mosque in Medina. That is Prophet Muhammad's holy mosque. So because over the widespread of corona virus, as you know, 24 hours, many people are in the Kaaba circumambulating the house of Lord or the house of God. That's Kaaba. Uh, that is Tawaf, either for Umrah or Hajj. So that is why the uh, the custodian of the two holy mosques ordered that all the mosque must shut down. So over the coronavirus, including some other local mosque, some mosque in Saudi Arabia, so has been closed over the corona virus. In Senegal, 47 cases reported. In Serbia, 171 cases reported before, but today it is 188 cases. Only one person died. In Seychelles, 7 cases reported. In Singapore, 455 cases reported. Only 2 persons lost their life over the coronavirus. In Slovakia, 178 cases reported. Only 1 person have died. Slovenia, 383 cases reported. Only 1 person died yesterday, but today it is 2. So the number has changed. In Somalia, only 1 case reported. In South Africa, 240 cases reported. In South Korea is 8,897 cases. 102 lost their lives over the corona virus. In Spain, 21,571 cases reported before, but it has changed to 28,572 cases reported, and the figure of the death toll rises to 1,720 in Spain. And Spain is the second worst affected country in the Europe. The country is planning to extend a state of emergency until April 11, 2020, because the death toll in Spain rose to 1,720. So that is the current figure that I have. In Sudan, 2 cases reported. Only 1 person died in Sudan over the coronavirus. In Suriname, 5 cases reported. In Sweden, it is 1,720 cases reported. 20 lost their lives over the coronavirus. In Switzerland, it was 5,544 cases that was reported, 54 deaths, but today it is 6,652 cases and 80 deaths. So death row rises to 80. It may change anytime I finish this program. As I said, in Taiwan is 153 cases that was reported. 2 persons lost their lives. In Tanzania, 6 cases reported. In Thailand, 599 cases. Only 1 person died. In Togo, 16 cases only reported. In Trinidad and Tobago, 49 cases reported. In Tunisia, 60 cases reported. Only 3 people have lost their life. In Turkey, 1,256 cases reported. 30 persons lost their lives. In Uganda, 1 case only reported. In Ukraine, 47 cases reported. Only 3 persons died in Ukraine. In United Arab Emirates, Dubai, it was 140 cases, but today it is 153 cases. Only 2 persons have died in Dubai over the coronavirus. In United Kingdom, UK, it was 4,014 before, and then the death toll before in UK it was 281, but it has rise. It has rise. It has rise to from 281. I will give you the actual figure, but yesterday it was 281. Because as of 9 a.m. on Friday, we have on 22 March 2020, it rises to 5,683 cases, and today the news reported that the figure rise to 335 from 281. So it might change anytime from now. And then they said that 1,558 tested positive, and 177 lost their life before, but it has the figure has changed. The figure of the people lost their life also changes every day in the United Kingdom. And then the Prime Minister Boris also holds press conference on daily basis to give the figure about what is happening in the United Kingdom. And in United States of America, before it was 19,624, but it has increased to 26,892 cases. The figure of the death toll was 203, but it has at 23 Sunday, yesterday, the figure of the people died in the United States of America over the coronavirus rise to 348. So that is the figure we have so 348, and then the U.S. territory of Puerto Rico has confirmed many cases as well regarding to this corona virus, from 3 to 340. So in Uzbekistan, so the figure was 33, but now 45. It raised to 45. And also 6 in Virgin Island cases were reported, and 15 in Guam. In Montserrat, only 1 case reported. In Bermuda, 2 cases reported, and also in Venezuela, 70 cases reported. In Vietnam, only 113 cases reported. In Zambia, 2 cases reported, and in Zimbabwe, only 3 cases reported in Zimbabwe. These are the global reports of the death toll numbers. There are these people that they have died, and some people they have recovered, and some are in critical condition. So over this corona virus, but Italy has a large number of the coronavirus after China, and South Korea reports lowest number of the coronavirus, because in South Korea most of their scientists, they are working hard on this widespread coronavirus, how to reduce this pandemic disease. As I said, we have many false news. Many false news stories emerge across the Africa, so over this coronavirus, because some they reported some other disease as coronavirus, which is not coronavirus, and they will post it to the media, so which is unfair. So coronavirus is a wake-up call to focus on health care across the globe. Very soon, so life will return to normal, because China also, they are working hard day and night. Why this lockdown is still going on across the globe. Many people, they believe that the situation will get worse. So some people believe that the situation will get worse, particularly in Africa. Why? Because they said most of the because most of the African leaders, they have to work hard. If they ignore warnings given to them regarding to the health care, so the coronavirus may get worse in Africa. And also, they should not ignore the warning Bill Gates gave to them. So in the media, I commend the efforts of the governments across the globe, and I commend the effort of the doctors, nurses, key workers, police, immigration, journalists for their efforts over this corona virus pandemic across the globe. Uh, where are the African scientists? Where are the African graduates who studied microbiology? Because no report no report if any of the African scientists are among the white scientists and researchers working day and night for the treatment of this corona virus. So African leaders, they should use this opportunity, particularly the top African countries leaders, which I mentioned earlier: Nigeria, Ethiopia, Angola, Zambia, and Algeria. They have to review what Bill Gates said. So they have to work hard about what Bill Gates said about the widespread of coronavirus coming to those nations in Africa. More than 200,000 Chinese laborers were working in construction and other projects in Africa. So do not ignore what Bill Gates said. Let me read the report. The report of Director General of WHO on the 19 March 2020 over the COVID-19. He said, I will start by updating you on the numbers. We are now up to more than 200,000 cases of COVID-19 and more than 8,000 deaths. For the first time, China has reported no domestic cases, an amazing achievement. We are working to support countries in many ways. As you know, we have shipped PPE to 68 countries, and we have shipped 1.5 million diagnostic kits to 120 countries. We have a lot of agreed suppliers in China now, and they have permission to export to WHO. We are now finalizing the arrangements. More than 70% of the countries have a COVID-19 national preparedness and response plan. 99% have as testing capacity. More than 70% have event-based surveillance for COVID-19, and 68% have a multi-sectional partner coordination mechanism. All countries should be ready uh, for for this, whether they have it or not. We have now almost reached the $675 and $675 million, and we thank all those who have contributed, and we repeat our request for flexible funding. As you know, the $675 million was for the first 3 months, as you know. So COVID-19 is spreading to more and more countries. So we are revising our plan, and more resources and more funding will be needed. So more funding will be needed. We have received $45 million from more than 175,000 individuals and organizations. I would like to use this opportunity to thank the United Nations Foundation and Swiss Philanthropy Foundation for their support in setting it up. On research and development, WHO and its partners are organizing a study in many countries in which tested treatments and compared with each other. We thank those countries that have already joined this global trial solution. Just 60 days after the genetic sequence of the virus was shared, we are very grateful for all the support you have provided. We can defeat this pandemic. So this is a report of the Director General of WHO. Now, the next thing to discuss is how to avoid catching or spreading COVID-19. How to avoid catching or spreading COVID-19. Number one, don't ignore this guidance. It is a precaution, and it will reduce widespread of coronavirus anywhere across the globe. Number one, stop non-essential contacts with others and non-essential travel. Many international airports has been closed until further notice. Number two, wash your hands with soap and water at all time, at least 20 seconds. Number three, avoid touching common public surface such as metal or plastic. Number four, cover your mouth and nose with a tissue or your sleeve when you cough or sneeze. Number five, use sanitizer gel if soap and water are unavailable. Number six, do not touch your eyes, nose, or mouth if your hands are not clean. Number 7, avoid close contact with unwell people. Number 8, avoid public gathering. That is reason many synagogues, churches, and mosques, many mosques are closed across the globe. Number 9, put used tissues in the bin immediately and wash your hands afterward. Number 10, stay at home. Stay at your home. Stay at home will help authorities to reduce the number of infected people and the community. More than 15,000 people lost their lives over this pandemic coronavirus. Number 11, do not go to work. Do not go to school or public areas. Number 12, do not use public transports or taxis if possible. 13, use different chopping boards and knives for raw meats and other food. Number 14, if you touch a live animal or seafood such as fish or other animal, do not touch your nose, eyes, or mouth. Number 15, if you feel of any symptoms of coronavirus, seek medical care and share your previous travel history with your healthcare provider. Number 15, avoid uncooked animal. Avoid uncooked animal and animal products at all costs, whether it's milk, meat, eggs, or animal organs. Cook your meat thoroughly, especially meat. Number 17, remember coronavirus spread the same way as other like cold, cough, because they have virus. If you cough, there are many viruses. So that is why they said that you should remember that coronavirus can spread like the same other cold virus or cough virus. Number 18, do not use infected individual items such as a spoon or soap or towel, glasses. Then if you have been monitoring news about this coronavirus, you will discover that many people have changed the way of greeting. So change way of greeting is adopted now. So you have to adopt elbow bump and bow or wave, salute, then foot bump. So people are using foot bump to greet each other, or hip bump. So you have to adopt. This is what the coronavirus has brought to us. Number 19, follow the WHO and UNICEF's guidance. And number 20, this is what the UK government advised people to, they said they should stay at home. UK government said people should stay at home. They regard this as a self-isolation. So government said that if you have been symptomatic, if you have been symptomatic, that is, you have the same symptom, then you may end your self-isolation. You have to stay at home alone. So, and then you can do this for about 7 days. So after 7 days, so the 7 days period starts from the day when you first became ill. If living with others, then all household members who remain well may end household isolation after 14 days. The 14-day period starts from the day illness began in the first person to become ill. 14 days is the incubation period for coronavirus. People who remain well after 14 days are unlikely to be infectious. After 7 days, if the first person to become ill feels better and no longer has a high temperature, they can return to their normal routine. If any other family members become unwell during the 14 days household isolation period, they should follow the same advice. That is, after 7 days, their symptoms starting, if they feel better and no longer have a high temperature, they can also return to their normal routine. Should a household member develop coronavirus symptoms late in the 14 days household isolation period, for example, on the day 13 or day 14, the isolation period does not need to be extended, but the person with the new symptoms has to stay at home for 7 days. The 14-day household isolation period we have greatly reduced the overall amount of infection. The rest of the household could pass on, and it is not necessary to restart 14 days of isolation for the household. This we have provided a high level of community protection. Further isolation of members of this household will provide very little additional information protection. So at the end of a 14-day period, any family member who has not become unwell can leave household isolation. So this is what the government said over this. As I said, today's news before I started this program. It's there's an article published Monday 23, 2020. If you check Cuba SI, it was published. They said Cuba, the news reported that Cuba government have produced medicine for the coronavirus. Cuba said that they can produce 23 drugs to treat coronavirus and is working on a vaccine against it. The report says Cuba has full capacity to supply interferon alpha. That's the name of the medicine. Interferon alpha 2B. So interferon alpha 2B and other 22 medicine to the national health system in the fight and treatment of COVID-19. It is also working on a vaccine against that disease. By Biocuba Pharma Business Group is studying how some 16 medications of its production line can contribute to the positive response of patients. The drugs are available on the island's health care center and pharmacies as part of the step-up efforts to respond to the epidemiological emergency. The industry have the raw materials, supplies, and spare parts to take on and satisfy the quantities demanded by the current epidemiological crisis. The antiviral recombinant interferon alpha 2b is a leading product of Cuban biotechnology. It is produced at the Center for Genetic Engineering and Biotechnology at the mixed Cuban-Chinese plant Changheba, located in China, where it is administered to vulnerable healthcare personnel in a preventive manner to COVID-19 patients. So Cuba government has produced coronavirus known as interferon alpha 2b. They are still working on it. Before I move to religious, because we have to discuss about religious issues on these subjects. But before I move into that, there are different views about this coronavirus from doctors' questions and answers, which may be useful for us. Number one, it is true wearing a mask will protect you from coronavirus. The doctor said that it is just a protection, but some people have to wear it properly. Number two, it is true that coronavirus came from bat soup. So some of the doctors answered this question. They said no. They said it all started in Wuhan market in China, where they says live animals. Number three, is it true coronavirus deliberately created? So some scientists said no, that coronavirus was not deliberately created, because some said that they deliberately created it, and even some said that Gaddafi has predicted that a time shall come when a country will create a disease and they will pretend that they do not have the solution. Then afterward they will produce the solution. Some speculated this as well. Number four, it is true that coronavirus is a death sentence. The doctors answered the question. They said no. because we have seen some people who have recovered from this coronavirus. There is a 98% chance to survive coronavirus, according to the doctors and scientists. Number 5, it is true that coronavirus is a dangerous virus. Some doctors said no. Some argue that a disease that have killed more than 15,000 people. So the scientists said that because there are a number of different viruses out there like Ebola, and some people survived Ebola. So that is why they said no. Number 6, non-essential travel reduce the spread of virus. They said it is true that non-essential travel can reduce the spread of coronavirus. So the doctors answered that it is precaution. Number 7, it is true that coronavirus can affect the older people than the children. So the scientists answered that question, that coronavirus can affect everybody, regardless of age, regardless of whatever you are. So all must be careful. Number 8, it is true that coronavirus is the same as SARS coronavirus or MERS. They said coronavirus is easily spread through the flu, cough, or sneeze. So you have to just be careful. So these are some of the questions some people have asked the doctors and scientists. So, and then they have answered this question. Then to catch the virus, it could be through the touching infected hands to the mouth or nose or eyes, which I have explained. Precaution. So most important thing you can do to protect yourself is to keep your hands clean by washing them frequently with soap and water, or hand sanitizing gel. Some says it's all these coronavirus, as I said, where it started. Some people speculate that coronavirus started in the Chinese laboratory, either by accident or designed many viruses and also spread it to the Wuhan markets. They know many people who have it, but some of the scientists denied. They denied this. They said that coronavirus, according to the code, that have linked to the bats. Then it probably jumped to another animal, which passed it to a human being and now spread to the world. So that is what they said. That is what they said. And then due to this coronavirus, many countries, they have established travel bans, preventing affected countries from entering their country. US President Donald Trump has banned visitors to the US from Europe and from the UK, why many other countries will not allow entry to Britain. It has affected many airlines as well. Many foreign offices are now advising their citizens against non-essential travel. So for initial period of 30 days, to tackle the spread of this corona virus. It has spread across Asia, Africa. So I have explained how it spread and the figure of those people who have died of this corona virus. An elderly person who became the first person in Britain to die of corona virus, according to the Royal Berkshire NHS Trust on the March 5, 2020. So they have mentioned the name of the person, which I will not mention on this program for privacy. Police also have been given power to force people who are risking their life on this coronavirus into quarantine amidst fear that 2GP may have passed this virus to the patient. That is why they said you have to stay at home. When you are infected, you have to call the GP on phone, or you call 111 emergency line, and so that they will pick you from home. So as I said, they are still working on the medicine, apart from Cuba, that they have produced a medicine that can cure coronavirus. Other countries also, they are working day and night to get the solution over this corona virus. Now, there are many issues regarding to the religion when this coronavirus started, which we give us some information. As I said, like the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, so was the first country to announce the cancellation of the pilgrimage to the kingdom over this coronavirus to save the lives of the people. And also the Vatican has also announced the cancellation of this year Easter celebration also in their country, to protect their lives. And US President Donald Trump also has declared a national day of prayer over this coronavirus. Religious activities have taken over all Africa's civilization. When trouble comes, all this foreign religion might not be able to save us, but science. Somebody said this. They said that is why we need to set our priorities and invest more on. We have to invest more on science and less in religion. Somebody said that it is an act of irresponsibility by some of the Muslims in Lagos, in Nigeria, disobeyed the government directive because they saw many of them went to attend Juma's service at Marina, Lagos on 20 March 2020. Over 200 people attended the Juma service, while the government said that they should not be more than 50 or less than that. So to avoid this corona virus. Then the Redeem also, they have sent the directive to many of their branches to that they have to comply with the government directive to stay at home. And Ghana police also have arrested a pastor for refusing to close his church over the this corona virus. And because religious issue, because the way people they react when this coronavirus has been something that has caused many problems within some of the religious leaders. That why government is saying that they should shut down the church or mosque, all this and that. Some of them, so they see it as like threats to their religion. In Djibouti, Ministry of Health of Djibouti also has confirmed that coronavirus is a deadly disease, and also warned all the public places to shut down, including churches or mosques. Abike Dabiri also created a short video message advising the diasporans and people in Nigeria as well to stay back home just for a short period because of this corona virus. Some say why they have to pray at home because they have to go to mosque, and because this coronavirus may not stop them serving their God. Some say that to stay at home, if you think you have this virus and then you attend public gathering like mosque, so other people may be infected. So that is why government said that they should avoid public gathering, because staying at home will help government to control the widespread of this virus to your friends in the mosque, even to your family, and then the wider community as well. So the government closed schools because school you meet friends, many people in the class. So that is why government decided that. Major religions responding to the coronavirus. Some of the religious leaders they said that the spread of coronavirus in Korea uh, uh, because is very low because of people understand how they should reduce uh, going to public areas. And some people said that at this moment we have to return back to God. Some said coronavirus is a sin, is a threat, is a devil because many people they have committed great sin. That is why God is punishing the world because of this corona virus. They said the spread of coronavirus is from Almighty God, that people have to seek for forgiveness because Almighty God is angry with the people. So that is why it has been in everywhere. Some said that coronavirus is a God's judgment on idolatry worship, uh, because some said this virus has exposed Nigeria religious leader and Africa that white men holds power to their lives. This is what somebody said. He said that now white people they have control all over the world, including their worship places that they have to stay at home. So some said that it is from God. It is God. Some say that why Nigerian pastors, none of them ever predict this coronavirus. None of them ever discuss about this last year or 2 years ago to tell the world that something is coming that will affect global. So why none of the pastors never see this? Somebody said this. Some people in the in Turkey, like a Turkey president said that there is no any mosque that will be closed because of virus. He said we trusted Allah and He will save us. And no pastor or alpha has been able to cure this coronavirus or find solution. So somebody said this as well. And somebody said that this virus is a trial from Almighty God. And then Prophet Muhammad said that إذا سمعتم بالطاعون بأرض فلا تدخلوها. So whenever any news reaches you about disease, virus disease, in any country or state or village, when you heard news that there is a virus or there is a disease, there is a widespread disease in any state or country, do not go there. So if you have been there, don't go out. stay there. So to reduce the widespread of that disease. So these are just a summary about what some people say. Now, as on every of my programs, sometime I bring some evidence from Bible or Quran. So I open Quran and Bible, I check myself to see any relevant verses to this corona virus or disease or any other disease. I check Bible verses about disease in Psalm 103 verse 3 says, who forgive all your iniquity, who heals all your diseases. So that is Bible. We found the word disease in the Bible. Then in Psalm 107 verse 20 says, he sent out his word and healed them and delivered them from their destruction. In Proverbs 17 verse 22, a joyful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up. In Jeremiah 33 verse 6, behold, I will bring to it health and healing, and I will heal them and refill to them abundance of prosperity and security. That is, Almighty God have power to heal this corona virus. So that is why I started my program in the name of Almighty God, the creator of all diseases and the healer of disease. 1 Peter 2 verse 24 says, he himself bore our sins in his body on the time that we might due to sin and live to righteousness. By his wounds you have been healed. So you have been healed. In the Holy Quran, if we check Quran 67, that is Suratul Mulk. Almighty Allah said, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Tabarakalladhi biyadihi mulku wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir. So blessed is He, that is Almighty God, whom all the dominion is in his kingdom, and وَهُوَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. That is, he is the most powerful God over all things. الَّذِي خَلَقَ الْمَوْتَ وَالْحَيَاةَ. The Almighty God created death and the life. لِيَبْلُوَكُمْ أَيُّكُمْ أَحْسَنُ عَمَلًا. He created death and life just because in order to test us, to test our faith, to test our iman, to test our condition. That is why God creates life and death. لِيَبْلُوَكُمْ أَيُّكُمْ أَحْسَنُ عَمَلًا, so that you will know the actual, the best among of you who have the true faith in God, among of you who have the true love of God in his heart. So the most forgiver and the most powerful, and God is the most high. That is وَهُوَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. Then if we check hadith, the hadith, what Prophet Muhammad said about disease. If you check Sahih Bukhari, volume 7, book 71, number 582, narrated by Abu Huraira, the Prophet Muhammad said, there is no disease that Allah has created except that he that is Almighty God has created is a treatment. So likulli da'in dawa'un. So God Almighty God has created every medicine, or he has created medicine to cure every disease. So the only disease that God did not create is old age or death. There's no medicine that can save you from death. So then Prophet Muhammad said honey cures many diseases. So that is, honey can cure any disease. Prophet Muhammad also said there is healing in black cumin. This cumin is a seed. A seed is a flowering plant in Asia or Middle East. That seed can cure any disease. Prophet Muhammad said it. He said, except death. So it is only death that seed cannot cure. Some asked us before I started this program, many people, they have called me that this coronavirus a punishment from God, or this and that. So if we check Surah Al-Fatiri, verse 45, it says that if Allah were to punish men according to what they deserve, he will not leave on the back of the earth a single living creature, but he gives them respite for a stated term. When their term expires, verily Allah has in his sight all his servants. And if you check Quran 2 verse 155 to 157, Almighty God said, وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ وَنَقْصٍ مِنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنْفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ. Meaning, he said that be sure that we shall test you with something of fear, like coronavirus now is a fear from God. So God may be the chief creator of this coronavirus and use Wuhan markets to deliver the message to the world, because God has said that he shall test us. So he shall test you with something of fear and hunger as well. Hunger. So as this coronavirus started, and people should stay at home, there are some people, they cannot survive without going out to the market. So when this happened, it may cause hunger to some people. So it is from God. So some lose in goods That is, some people may lose many of their businesses, and also may lose most of their properties due to this coronavirus, or lives. Some people, they have lost their life. Their lives has been lost, as I have mentioned the figure of those people who have died. So on this coronavirus, uh, more than 15,000 people so have gone. They have lost their life over this coronavirus, according to the media. So God said that He shall test us. So with either fear or loss of property or loss of lives, was samarat, and the loss of fruits. So wabashiri sobirin. So, but give glad tidings to those who have patiently persevere. So that is Quran 2, verse 155. Then 156 said that الَّذِينَ إِذَا أَصَابَتْهُمْ مُصِيبَةٌ قَالُوا إِنَّا لِلَّهِ وَإِنَّا إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ. Who say, when afflicted with calamity, that is, whenever any disease infected them, or they lose their family, they lose their wife or children, or their parents, or whatever bad thing that happens to them, what will come from their mouth is, they will say, to Allah we belong, and to Him is our return. So qalu, that is, they will say, inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. That is why most of the Muslim people, when they lost any loved ones among the family, you see them saying, they'll be saying, you see them saying, inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un, inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. So it is a verse from the Quran. When anything bad happened, if somebody died or something, they lost property or whatever. So you will see, when Sanusi lost his throne, there are some houses saying inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. So ulaika alayhim salawatum min rabbihim warahmatun wa ulaika humul muhtadun. That is, they are those on whom blessings from Allah and mercy, and they are the ones that receive guidance. That is, due to this coronavirus, do not lose hope, and do not say that all those people that coronavirus has been affected, so you don't need to sympathize with them, as far as you are not infected, and you are feeling fine. So no, you shouldn't think like that. So, and also, as is just explaining to us that whatever disease or whatever happened to us, so God knows better so about it. And then in Quran, Quran 26 verse 80 also said, وَإِذَا مَرِضْتُ فَهُوَ يَشْفِينِ. And when I am ill, when I am unwell, so it is He who cures me. That is, it is only God that can cure us from any disease. And there is another ayah saying, وَإِنْ يَمْسَسِكَ اللَّهُ بِضُرٍّ وَلَا كَاشِفَ لَهُ وَلَا فَلَا كَاشِفَ لَهُ إِلَّا هُوَ وَإِذَا يَمْسَسِكَ بِخَيْرٍ فَهُوَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. And if Allah should touch you with adversity, like this coronavirus, there is no remover of it except Him. And scientists, scientists, whatever they do, whatever they find out, is it is a knowledge. It's like intuition, because they work towards with the inspiration, so which comes from God. So if He touches you with good, then He is the most powerful. God is the most powerful over all things. فَهُوَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. So He is the most powerful God. So the next thing is to discuss about the conclusion. All those things I mentioned as a precaution, what you can do to avoid coronavirus. I have mentioned up to 20 or 22 precaution. So that is the only strategic way. That's only strategic ways of preventing widespread of the coronavirus. To my surprise, so we have seen many greedy people going to the public places like mosques, churches, and then we have watched how the police beat people and forced them out of the church in Zimbabwe. We have watched many people going to Juma service in Turkey, in Zimbabwe, in Lagos, in Kwara State, and then no one stops you from worshiping. So don't misquote me. No one stops you from worshiping Almighty God in the mosque or in the church. The government said you should just stay at home just for 4 weeks to reduce the widespread of coronavirus. No government is stopping you from worshiping your God. They said you should stay at home to reduce the widespread of coronavirus. So there are some people, they don't understand this. I don't know. Even Saudi Arabia has closed all the mosques, including the 2 holy mosques. For the first time in history, for the first time in history, for the past 1,400 years, that they opened the Prophet Muhammad's mosque and also the holy mosque in Kaaba. So the first time in history that they closed all the mosques in Saudi Arabia due to this coronavirus. So we have to comply with the government, because Quran said atiullah wa atiullah wa ulil amri minkum. Follow what God says and the prophet and the leaders, your leaders in anywhere you are. Whatever your leader says, you have to comply with them. You have to obey the rule and regulation of any country you are. No specific treatments for coronavirus at this moment, apart from the one I mentioned in Cuba that they have produced. So the scientists are still working on this, but WHO said that a vaccine is likely to be available in 2021. So that is what they said. In conclusion, China or bats are not to blame for coronavirus, but humans are to be blamed. We can say that coronavirus is a global trial from God, the creator of all diseases and the healer of all disease. Coronavirus has affected many global businesses across the globe. As I have explained, it has affected the world socially, politically, religiously, and spiritually. So WHO has announced that coronavirus is a pandemic. That is why I title my today's topic as COVID-19, a global pandemic. No specific treatment yet. Doctors are trialing 16 drugs for a virus such as Ebola and HIV. So doctors cannot be certain that the drugs are effective. They are just trying this, try that. Scientists are working to develop a vaccine to cure the coronavirus. It has spread to more than 188 countries across the globe. Because Italy has the large number of the case right now. At the moment, after China, several countries have established travel ban preventing affected countries from entering their countries. Because it has affected many airlines as well. How can you help? How can you help the spread of this COVID-19 in your country? How can you help to reduce the widespread of coronavirus in your country? The situation is changing rapidly, so stay at home. Stay at home and try to get the latest information about coronavirus. Protect yourself and others. Seek advice on hygiene. Don't forget the symptoms of coronavirus, as I said in the beginning: fever, cough, sneezing, sore throat, shortness of breathing. If you feel of any symptoms of coronavirus, seek medical care and share your previous travel history. You have to share it with your healthcare provider. Avoid uncooked animal products at all costs, whether it's milk or meat or animal organs. Remember, coronavirus spread the same way as other like cold, cough, and other disease. Concerns have been raised. The elderly people and those with existing health issues who have reportedly suffered with more than severe complications, including pneumonia and even death. If you believe you have coronavirus and living in Britain, call 111. Dial 000 if you are living in Australia. COVID-19 is a devil disease. Coronavirus is a devil disease. China or bats are not to blame, as I said, for this coronavirus, but human. Bats causes coronavirus, and coronavirus is a global pandemic and is a devil disease. The world is facing a huge challenge to find out the exit strategy to end this lockdown and return to normal life. Every loss of life is a tragedy. Every loss of life is a tragedy. So tragedy for the family. My question is, when this coronavirus outbreak end, stay safe, stay protected. May God save us and our family from this coronavirus and grant us eternal peace. Also grant eternal peace unto souls of all infected people who have died, and heal the infected people across the globe in the name of Almighty God, the creator of coronavirus. Before I leave, I composed a song. It's like a supplication song against coronavirus. I posted it yesterday. I don't know if some people have seen it. I'm going to read it. It's a prayer against coronavirus, but I composed it in Yoruba language. Olúwa ọba, òun ló ṣẹ̀dá corona. Allahu Allah, Allahu Allahu Allah. Àrùn tí kò gbóògùn ni mi ò fẹ́ corona. Àrùn tí kò gbóògùn ni mi ò fẹ́ corona. Coronavirus kò ní dọ̀dọ̀ wa. Àrùn tí kò gbóògùn ni kò ní ìyálé wa. Àrùn tí kò gbóògùn ni mi ò fẹ́ corona. Olúwa ọba kó bá wa ṣọ́ ọmọ wa lọ́wọ́ corona, àrùn tó ń pa àgbáyé. Àrùn tí kò gbóògùn ni mi ò fẹ́ corona. Ẹ̀yin náà mọ̀ wípé àrùn tí kò gbóògùn ni mi ò fẹ́ corona. Olúwa ọba kó bá wa ṣọ́ ìyá wa àti ìyàwó wa àti àwọn ọkọ wa. Àrùn tí kò gbóògùn ni mi ò fẹ́ corona. Àrùn tí kò gbóògùn ni mi ò fẹ́ corona. Olúwa ọba kó bá wa ṣọ́ bàbá wa àti ẹbí wa lọ́wọ́ COVID-19. Àrùn tí kò gbóògùn ni mi ò fẹ́ corona. Àrùn tí kò gbóògùn ni mi ò fẹ́ corona. Coronavirus kò ní yàlé wa. Lọ́lá Ìsá àti ànábì Muhammad. Lọ́lá Jésù àti ànábì Muhammad. Àrùn tí kò gbóògùn ní mi ò fẹ́ kòrónà. Àrùn tí kò gbóògùn ní mi ò fẹ́ kòrónà. Bíjáì Rasulina bàbá Fatima. Ọkọ Àìṣà, ọkọ Khadija ẹni rere. Àrùn tí kò gbóògùn ní mi ò fẹ́ kòrónà. Àwọn tó ti kú nítorí ọ̀rọ̀ kòrónà. Olúwa ọba kó bá wa kẹ́ gbogbo wọn. Olúwa ọba kó bá wa kẹ́ gbogbo wọn. Àrùn tí kò gbóògùn ní mi ò fẹ́ kòrónà. Sàlámù sàlámù fún gbogbo wa pátá. Sàlámù sàlámù fún gbogbo wa pátá. Àrùn tí kò gbóògùn ní mi ò fẹ́ kòrónà. Olúwa àrùn tí kò gbóògùn ní mi ò fẹ́ kòrónà. Olúwa ọba yà mí yá àrùn kòrónà. Allahu Allah, Allahu Allahu Allah. Àrùn tí kò gbóògùn ní mi ò fẹ́ kòrónà. Sàlámù sàlámù fún gbogbo wa pátá. Sàlámù sàlámù fún gbogbo wa pátá. Àrùn tí kò gbóògùn ní mi ò fẹ́ kòrónà o. Àrùn tí kò gbóògùn ní mi ò fẹ́ kòrónà. This is where I will end my program for today. Thanks for watching this program. Try your possible best to share this program because of the exclusive information I have provided on this program as my personal contribution towards the coronavirus pandemic globally. Review all what I've said and act on it. May Almighty God protect us. My name remains Dr. Dawood Awwal, Fimc, CMC, from London. God bless you. Good night.